Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining Mornings with Myrna at Country Stitches in Winfield, Alberta. So I did a post this morning. I don't know how many of you saw it. It said good news. It's a day for good news and bad news. So the bad news is that we had said that we were going to do a 3D mask tutorial. I am still waiting on an email reply for the copyright to get approval to be able to show you that. So we like to follow the rules and we don't like to steal people's stuff. So I'm hoping that maybe this week she'll get back to me and we will postpone that one until we hear. So, sorry, I got it in my nose. So I decided we had a lot of Christmas fabric come in last week and we shared those with you and a lot of you loved those. We have 3 new panels that came in as well. And so we thought we would show those to you today, as well as we got a box from Trentex, so we don't know what's in it. So we thought we would do a box opening for you today. So it'll be just as much a surprise as for you as it is for us. So we're going to start with the Christmas barn panel. And he's up on the wall. And that's here. It's got the little Christmas tree. I'm going to stand on this side, sorry. It's got the little guy pulling the sled with the dog running beside him, and it says Christmas Barn. And this is by Northcott. And it is $12.95 for the panel. Kind of cute little panel if you wanted to do a Christmas throw or a Christmas quilt for somebody. It's got the Christmas trees in the barn and the little wreath there. And the old barn road, which is kind of a hit. Then we move over to Santa's Helpers panel again. It is by Northcott as well. And this panel is 43 by 28. And it's got the little, I think they're golden retrievers. I'm not a big puppy person, so I'm not sure necessarily of all the breeds, but it's got the old red truck in there with some bows and some wreaths and some plaid. So we do have the plaid to go with this one. And Santa's Helpers. So this is the plaid that went with it. It's very nice. Kind of has a red pinky hue to it. But beautiful plaid. And again, it's on the wonderful Northcott fabric, which, you know, we all seem to enjoy and love. Good morning, Mavis and Barbara, Bonnie, Isabel, and Danny. Wow, there's lots of you this morning. You were all waiting for that mask. Morning, Joy and Rosemarie. Jolene, I sound like I'm should have a mirror and be doing that. Remember that show when we were young? I can't remember what it was called, but she always used to look through the mirror and say, I see. What was it?
Is it Popcorn Playhouse?
No, I don't think it was Popcorn Playhouse, but anybody know what show I'm talking about, just give us a comment because, you know, memories are fading fast. So that's the Santa's Helper one. And this is the 2 plaids that go with the Christmas barn.
Romper Room.
Romper Room. Who said that?
Barbara.
Good for you, Barbara. You know, she never ever said my name, so I stopped watching her a long time ago. I always waited my sister and I both actually, waited very patiently for our names to be called. So this one goes with the Christmas barn. And it's just a green plaid. And then there's a red plaid that goes with it as well. I'll open that one up for you. And it's nice as well. It's a nice little plaid. It's going to be kind of a short one today. Well, maybe not. Depends what's in the box. Is everybody excited to see what's in the box from Trentex? It's one of our suppliers. They supply us Moda, Moda and a whole bunch of others. I lost it. Isn't that nice? Kansas Troubles. So then we have our last panel that we're going to show you before we open the box. And this one is called Sun Up to Sundown with the Canadian flag. Not very often do we see anything with our flag on it. from the other side of the border, but they have put our flag on there, and it's got the old truck. I don't know what kind of truck. I know it says a V on it. I don't know. It's got some cows. I'm a horse person, not a cow person. So again, I can't tell you what kind of cows, but it's a beautiful pattern. It's got the, I guess you're looking at the mountains sunrise. Oh, I guess it would be sunset, because if you're looking at the mountains, the sun's going down, right? Because the sun goes down in the west, up in the east. So again, another beautiful full panel there. So now we're going to open our box, which I'm kind of excited for. Of course, first thing you always have to do is take the packing slip off. So there's the packing slip, and then we very carefully open because we don't want to cut any of the material, of course. Now, some of this may be ones that we've already had in the store. Some of this may be stuff that's new. It could be similar to stuff we've had, a different color. Could be all Christmas. Could be hummingbirds. So that's the first one. We've had this one before in the store, and it goes fairly quickly. So this is Hummingbird Haven. And I'm just going to whip the elastics off for you. We'll come over to the table and just lay it out. Again, most of you have seen this one in the store. It is beautiful. The hummingbirds just jump right off of the floral here. You see them flying around and silhouettes of them. We've got some Fireside. I will leave that one to last. This one is Bally Hand Paints Aquamarine. These will all be on the website as soon as we receive them at countrystitches.ca. So this is Aquamarine. It's got the little dots. So those of you that love the Call of the Wild, this would go nice with some of those. Oh, it looks like this is what we have, is all the Bally Batiks. This is Elderberry. I know we've had this one in the store before. And this is another one that goes fairly quickly. This green that we had first is a new one. This one is Elderberry, I think I said, yeah. So it's kind of a bluey, gray, black with just a hint of purpley colors in there. Next one we have is Lagoon, and this one's very prominent on the dots. You can see why they call it Lagoon. Actually reminds me of my grad dress that I wore about 5 years ago when I graduated. Anybody believe that? So this is the Lagoon, very pretty. It's got some blues and some darker greens and some lighter greens on the Lagoon coloring. If anybody ever wants to know how they make batiks, it's quite the process. And if you go to Hoffman, California, they have a video on their site about the process and the stamps that they use and how they get the batiks to be batiks. So this one is called Dove, and this is another one that we've had in the store before. It goes a little quick, so obviously that's why we have it again. It's kind of a light gray with a few darker splashes in it. And again, it goes well with the Call of the Wild and just overall in anything. This one is, oh, they are beautiful, aren't they, Bonnie? I loved them when I opened them up. I really like the puppies. I think they're cute. Cheryl, I don't really get anything that's Dutch themed. We don't have a a rep that really shows a lot of that stuff. But if you want to look on Trentex, as you all may know, we are partnered with Trentex, and you can shop for anything we do not have in the store that they carry. And you can do that at trentex.ca. And when you go to check out, you need to use our code, which is COU 092. COU 092. And if you have that code, then you're able to order retail through them, and you can order, I can't remember what the minimum cuts are, but you know, if we had panels that, they had panels that we didn't decide to bring into the store or material, you can get them from there. So this one I think has got to be my favorite color. I love it. It's called Evening, and it's got a little bit of a teal to it. It's very pretty. Ooh, I like that one. I might have to buy some of this one today. Ooh, I really like that. It's got the dark and the light, but it's very teal, hey, Rita? Mm-hmm. So again, very nice. We showed you these before. We have another fat quarter bundle, Through the Years by Joe Morton. Again, very pretty colors. I'm going to turn it the other way so you can see the... I want to do a rug out of these, the rugs that you can do. And then last but not least in this box is Fireside. Fireside is 100% polyester. It quilts up beautifully on your machine. Excuse me, it's 60 wide. It retails for around $22.50. This color is Celery. And it really is a comfy, cuddly little quilt. I don't know if we can go over. We're just going to see if we can go over and show you how the back of that quilts up. We haven't opened the store yet, if you can't tell. This one,
I think.
Sure. So this one we just did some simple waves. So you can see that on the back, you can't see the thread, but the pattern comes through really nice, and it's very soft and cuddly. It doesn't give you the microfiber fuzz that some of the other backings do. So it's really safe for babies. It doesn't stretch like a lot of them do. I don't get, so this is the track panel, and we had enhanced it, the track. And so I just want
highlighted.
Highlighted, that's the word. Thank you. This is black, so it might be a little hard to see. Can you see it? Not really, hey?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So Fireside quilts up really well, especially if you have panels. You can piece that together for a backing like we did on the Deep Sea here. What we did, we didn't have enough. We like to try and use our scraps in store, so we just put two colors, put a border on. What we did is we just joined that with a 1/2 inch seam. So nothing smaller than a 1/2 inch, because otherwise it'll roll. So it actually goes together really nice. So how did everybody enjoy the opening of the box? It was not a lot of different things in there, but you just get that? Sorry, there's something on the floor. Not a lot of different things in there, but there's a few more panels and some more fabrics in the store, which is always a good thing. I was on CNN today, and I guess that, you know, our industry is growing because there is a shortage, I hear, of sewing machines. So lots of people have run out to get sewing machines to do masks and hobbies at home when they're not allowed to go out in the States and in Canada. So I've heard there is a shortage. I don't know what brands, but could be a good thing for the quilting industry. We will hope to get the masks to you next week if we get our approval or authorization, I guess you call it, from the lady that does them. It's for personal use, and we like to try and follow as many of the copyright laws as we can. Well, we follow them all. So that is on hold for now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today at Country Stitches, Mornings with Myrna. And you can check us out on Facebook, of course. Follow us. And you can also take a browse through our shop online at countrystitches.ca. Thank you for joining us, and that's Mornings with Myrna out.